Today's hike takes us to Kanarra Falls in Utah. We got our $12 permit in advance, scanned it, and headed out on the hike. Once you get up the mountain, you can look back at the parking lot and over the city. Okay, Kelly Paul.
I'm interviewing you. Go ahead. Get it started.
Where are we?
We're at Kanarra Falls, Utah. It's a lovely little town, and it's time to change the interviewer. Give me that phone. All right, as I said, we are at Kanarra Falls. This is Jerry Fife interview day number 2. I am your trusted reporter, Kelly Paul, and trusted Jerry Fife sidekick. I already said where we're at. What do we have for breakfast?
We had chicken larva. That's Kelly's new name for eggs.
It's not my new name.
I don't know that it's accurate because eggs turn into larvae and then turn into the...
How come I see my fingers all over the place?
Because you keep putting your fingers in front of the
camera. How many miles is this hike, Jerry?
The camera is on this side.
Oh, okay. How many miles is this hike?
I do not know.
Great. Well, this is that's it. I got nothing left.
Here's the trail we're following. You can see it's a well-defined trail. But Kelly, what'd you just do?
Somehow lost it.
He lost it. The Kanarra Falls Trail is actually about 6 miles round trip. Hiking up the mountain along this wash to a couple waterfalls. The first with the iconic wooden ladder that goes up the falls. Unfortunately, due to a heavy storm, the ladder was washed away, so we won't see it this time. Supposedly it's been replaced with a rope. We're hopeful that we can get up. But we enjoyed the hike, saw a few lizards, flowers, and just a beautiful area. It's recommended that you wear your water shoes as you will cross back and forth across the stream several times. We were fortunate that we found rocks to walk across most of the time. But once you get in the Slot Canyon, it gets a little tighter. And if you want to climb up the rope at the falls, you'll definitely have to walk through the water. Most people just did it the whole way, but you can see the Slot Canyon's kind of cool. We've hit a bit of a bottleneck. A bunch of people stopping in the Slot Canyon to take photos, which is understandable. Just a cool spot. Spectacular. Though they limit the number of permits for this hike, once you get to that Slot Canyon, you're basically boxed in at the falls. And if you can't hike up or climb up the rope, you're pretty much done with the hike and need to turn around and head back. There's the falls. Kanarra Falls. Now there's the rope ladder to come down. This guy made it look pretty easy climbing down that rope ladder, but that last step was a doozy. I don't even know if I could reach my foot up to it in the first place. Plus the fact we had a whole group of people watching us makes us a little nervous about trying it. It's one thing embarrassing yourself in front of each other. It's another thing a bunch of strangers. Okay, climb down.
What?
Climb down.
Oh, climb down? You want to see? Oh. There. You thought someone would see me. Oh, my demise. But no. I am down.
Yeah, we decided we couldn't make it up that rope. So for the first time, we actually turned a 6-mile hike into about a 4-mile hike. Usually it's just the opposite. But we got to see the falls, hike through the Slot Canyon. Had a lot of fun. But Kelly came up with a new name for this hike.
All right, this is Kelly Paul here again. Once again interviewing Jerry Fife. Wow, Jerry, you got to step out in the sun. You're just a black blob. But we now have a name for this hike, and it is what's the name of the hike?
I don't know.
The Know Your Limitations, I just told you.
Oh.
You're not following your cues.
The Know Your Limitations hike.
We've-
Because we got to a rope ladder and we knew our limitations and we didn't try it because we were afraid we would look like old people.
And I'm going to give the camera back to Jerry because I know my limitations.
You gotta say something.
Oh, I didn't know. The Know Your Limitations hike. This is the first time we came to a spot where we thought we better not do it. And I'm a little ashamed to admit that, but oh well.
I hope you enjoyed the hike. Have a great day. Kanarra Falls.